Hello, everyone. Hello. We're waiting for a few to come into the live stream as we're about to do our first community gardening session, you guys. Yes. Hope you guys are here. Let's see. We're having a little technical difficulties, you guys. Bear with me. Okay, you guys, we're getting there. I'm trying to get the live stream on, you guys, so we can interact. And it's not letting me do that. Hey guys, YouTube is acting really quirky. Okay. We want to give everybody a few more minutes to get into the room. Maybe about 10 after 6. Yes, you guys, welcome to Gardening with Skinny Boy Randy, where beginners and experts are always welcome, you guys. This is my first session for my community gardening project here in Richmond, Virginia, and we have several students coming in, and we're just going to give everybody a chance to get in. If you're in the room, you can say hello, and we can see if we're on the live chat. I don't see the live chat running. Yes, you guys, I have a channel called the Community Gardening Channel, which is not allowing me to go live tonight as I originally planned. So what I'm doing is I'm doing it on this page, and this is going to be a bi-weekly class session for the community garden, okay? So today we're just going to, let's just get started. First of all, welcome to gardening. If you're new, click like and subscribe, share with all your friends and your social media. Invite your neighbors over, you guys. Tell them, hey, we got a community gardening channel going on. So what we're going to do today is just talk about some basic seed starting. Yes, now is the time of year where you can start your seeds indoors to be ready for your spring and summer gardens, you guys. Yes, if you've never planted a seed before a day in your life, you're in the perfect spot because we're going to talk about that today, right now. Okay, so basically you want to have some type of pot or something to plant your seedlings in. Now, these containers come in all different sizes, you guys. I love going to the Dollar Tree and picking up pots like this. Or you can even use the round pots, also from the Dollar Tree. Paper cups work as well from the Dollar Tree. All you would do is poke you a couple of holes in the bottom, just like that. It doesn't take much to start your seeds, you guys. So I'm going to show you how to just start it with a little cup. You see I just poked those holes in the bottom? Just like that. These containers come with pre-made holes in them. So now, select what type of seeds you want to plant. Now, most people are starting tomatoes, peppers, a lot of the herbs, like basil and dill. We have a lot of that going over here. Let me show you what I've gotten started. Now, I planted some large leaf basil. I've gone on about 5 days ago, maybe 6. And this is how they look already. Now, once you plant your seeds, they will begin to germinate within a few days. Germination just means the seed has burst from out of its seed shell and is starting to grow. When you see the first sign of germination, let me show you something that's just beginning to germinate. Okay, these are chives. And as you can see, that little hump, they are just starting to germinate. And when that happens, what you must do is try to keep them in direct sunlight, or you want to put them under a grow light. Now, a grow light is just trying to duplicate Mother Nature's sun when you're starting indoors. Now, everybody doesn't have a grow light. So like I said, if you don't have a grow light, what you want to do is keep your plants in the sunniest location in your home as possible. The sunniest location, because if not, they're going to turn long and leggy. And what we mean by leggy is similar to this. Although this is dill, but you see how long those stems are, and they're kind of leaning? That's because they're reaching for the light. Even though I had them under the light, sometimes it's just not enough. They need more. So these are reaching for the light. These are fine because they are dill, but some of your seedling will start looking very leggy if they don't have light. So that's one of the things you want to make sure when starting your seeds. Okay? Now, what you also want is some type of soil, potting mix, seed starting mix. I like to use seed starting mix when starting seeds, but everybody doesn't have seed starting mix. So sometimes we just use potting mix, and potting mix will work. Sometimes your seeds take a little longer to germinate because the soil is a little heavier than seed starting mix. With seed starting mix, it's very light and fluffy, so the seeds can come straight on through the soil. So what we're going to do is just use some basic potting mix. And I'm going to use my cup, you guys. Let's keep it simple. So what I'm going to do is just take my cup. Let me get you down here. Just going to take my cup. And I want to moisten my soil, you guys. So I'm just going to put some water on my soil to pre-moisten it. Okay? And don't worry about the little water. This is my work table, you guys, so we should be good to go. So yeah, just get your container, whatever you're going to be growing in, you guys. Moisten some soil. Just like that. You want your seeds to be in moist soil. You never want to let your seedlings dry completely out, you guys. That's not a good thing. Okay? So now that our soil is nice and moist, just like that, a nice starting base. So now what you want to do is pick out what seeds you're going to plant. Today I'm going to be planting some sugar snap peas, which I got from the Dollar Tree. Good old Dollar Tree, you guys. They have some amazing products for your garden. And all you want to do is plant 2 seeds, you guys. The reason you plant 2 seeds is because one may not germinate. All seeds are not going to be good seeds, you guys, and sometimes you just won't know until they don't germinate. So you don't want to put 1 seed and then you're waiting on something to germinate that's not ever going to happen. So what we like to suggest is always plant 2 seeds. That way, you're more than likely going to get one of them to sprout. And the way I do it, I just take my little finger and make me 2 little holes. And they don't have to be very deep, you guys. You don't want to bury your seeds too deep. You just want to bury them about double their size. And just pop that down in there like that. Can you guys see that? Okay. And you gently want to cover them up. It's not rocket science. It doesn't take a whole lot, you guys. Just gently cover those up, just like that. And then in a few days, the seeds will begin to germinate. Let me show you some things that we have going right now. Now, these are seeds that have germinated. They're coming up very nicely. They're not long and leggy. And then we have some peas that I pre-planted. And as you can see, they're coming out. They're growing already. Now, when you see the seeds coming out of the ground, don't think that you did anything wrong. That just means the seed is pushing itself out, and the seed itself, it's just going to pop right on out of the soil, and it'll hang on until it falls off by itself. So never just pluck that off because you think the seed is coming out of the soil. It's not. It's actually growing. Now, here are some more plants. Here are some pepper plants, you guys. Now, these peppers were planted back in December. And look how long it takes. Here we are in February. These were planted in December from seed. And these are pepper plants. I have some chocolate-covered peppers, some big chili hot peppers, and some the California Wonder peppers. Now, these will be ready to transport outside when before we get our first frost, okay? Our last frost, I'm sorry. These will go out to the garden after my last frost, which is expected to be April 15th or so here in Zone 7, Richmond, Virginia. Now, what your first frost date is, that's the date that it gets cold. I mean, yeah, your first frost is the first date that your ground gets below freezing, and it actually it's what we call our first frost date. That's just when it gets really, really cold, you guys. Now, your last frost date is when temperatures are warming up. You're going into spring. Our last frost date is around April the 15th. And then you can start putting your vegetables in the ground without worrying about them freezing up. Some vegetables can take cool weather. Now, we have cool weather crops growing as well, like cabbage and broccoli and those things. Cauliflower, all of that. We have these things growing, and they can go outside about 4 weeks before April 15th. Because like I said, they're a cool weather crop. They can take cool weather. Now, peppers, they are not cool weather. If I put these out in the cold, they would literally just die, you guys. They would literally die, okay? So, you got your seed planted. Get you a couple of pea seeds in there. Now, a lot of people want to know, okay, when do I fertilize? When do I fertilize? You don't need to worry about fertilizing your plants until they get their true leaves. Now, what true leaves are, when your plant first germinates, this is what you get. You see these 2 leaves? These are not true leaves. These are starter leaves. We call them starter leaves. There's a technical term, the colliding leaves, but these are the starter leaves. These are the leaves that help, that were inside the seed. They burst through. They're going to soak up all the light to start the new leaves, the true leaves. Now look at this one. You see the difference? You see the two starters, and then in the middle, those are true leaves. These are marigolds. So this is telling us that, yes, we have germinated, and now we are starting to make our true leaves, which will produce the actual flowers or fruit or food, whatever you are growing. Now with tomatoes, see, all of these are true leaves. They have already sprouted. They're ready to rock and roll. And let me just show you some that I've been working on growing indoors. Now this bucket came from the Dollar Tree. And I've been growing tomatoes in here since November the 28th. Yes, you guys, always label your items. November 28th last year. And these are great tomatoes. Now, some people say you can't grow tomatoes indoors. Ha, yes you can. Look at here. Look at all these tomatoes on this plant. This has been grown indoors 24 hours. Some of the leaves are a little burnt because we took it outside one day just to let it get hardened off. And within a few minutes, you guys, the sun had fried a lot of the leaves, but it did survive. But yeah, here are our tomatoes that we have grown indoors, and there's quite a few of them on there. So yes, you guys, you can grow your tomatoes indoors. Not hard at all. So that's pretty much how you basically start your seeds. Nothing rocket science, you guys. We want to keep these classes nice, short, and sweet. In the next 2 weeks, we're going to be at, the channel is called the Community Garden Channel. I tried to do a live tonight over there, but since it's the first time I'm using that account, it told me I had to wait 24 hours to go live. So, you know, just a little technical hiccup, you guys. We're trying to get this community gardening project together, and we're going to get there. So just remember that next week's class is going to be over at the Community Garden YouTube channel, and everybody will be able to come in, live stream, chit chat, talk, and we will go from there. So I hope you learned something today on how to start your seeds. I hope you're starting your seeds with me. I'm going to be back in 2 weeks at the Community Garden channel on YouTube and show you an update on everything that we just planted today, you guys. So think of all of your questions. You can always email me at skinnyboyrandygo@gmail.com. That's skinnyboyrandygo, all one word, @gmail.com. And we will get your questions answered in our next session. I hope you guys made it over to from the community gardening page, you guys. I apologize for that technical hiccup. We will get it going next in 2 more weeks. Okay, you guys? So stay tuned. I'll try to keep you guys posted and updated. Remember, live, love, laugh, you guys. Grow stuff and eat it. You are absolutely amazing. Thank you for being here.